the city of Lakeway says they may have a deer problem on their hands.
Yeah, so the city is trapping and killing deer to prevent overpopulation, but some neighbors disagree with the way officials are going about it. Alicia Inns talked to both sides of the debate. She is live in Lakeway this morning to tell us all about it. Good morning.
Good morning, Kate. Yeah, Lakeway's actually had a deer management plan in place since 1999. The Texas Parks and Wildlife have been a part of that ever since, and they used to have about 35 different deer trapping sites around the city. Now they have about 8 to 10 trap sites, so that number's gone down. But the city still traps and kills 100 to 200 deer each fall and winter, and then the meat is donated to charity. Well, Lakeway does not have an official count of the deer. They stopped doing that 10 years ago. Officials say it was taking volunteers days to try and get an accurate count of how many deer were in the city. Now instead what they do is they look at how many deer are getting hit and killed on the roadways, saying it's a public safety problem.
A deer count in an urban environment is really of no validity, and we've gotten this from 4 different sources, and that started back around 2005 when they advised us it's our call as to how many we actually wanted to trap.
Now, I talked with a couple here who lives in Lakeway who says they used to have deer come through their yard daily. They haven't seen a deer now, though, in a year, and they're starting to question whether a thinning of the herd is really even necessary.
And I just don't want the deer eliminated. They are part of why a lot of people move to Lakeway, because we don't want to live in a Dallas or Houston sterile neighborhoods. This is the hill country.
I also spoke with some other neighbors who say that they maybe should try different methods like sterilization of the deer to help the deer not get pregnant so that there's not an overpopulation. Well, I did talk to officials who say sterilizing, that is against the law to sterilize the deer. Now, there is going to be a meeting at Lakeway City Hall tonight to talk about this deer management plan. It starts at 6 o'clock if you're interested in attending, and there's going to be more information with the biologists from the Texas Parks and Wildlife about what they plan to do. For now, we're live in Lakeway. Alicia Inns, KXAN News.
Alicia, thank you. And let's take a closer look at the Lakeway deer management. They are giving us a better look at the deer population there, because in 2011 to 2012 season, they trapped 140 deer. That's about the average for the last 5 years. The management appears to be having, though, an impact on emergency calls. There are more than 100 deer-related emergencies in the latest data reported. 65 calls, 29 collisions, 64 disposals. So as you can see, those numbers are lower than the 5-year averages. The Lakeway Deer Management is also releasing the costs. They say they spend about $207 per deer, totaling almost $29,000 in the 2011-2012 season.